Namaste, Shashiyakal, Adav, and warm welcome to all of you from wherever you are connecting today to our channel, Harman Radio Australia, YouTube channel, and we have Facebook page as well. So, whatever the source and from wherever you are connecting, warm welcome to all from each corner of the world. You are wondering, I changed the heading of the topic. That's a surprise. I think that there are so many people are using these type of things, driver, car, and all these things. Let's begin something different, afresh, which you never heard before in the market, because there are so many material through the YouTube channel or other sources. So it takes me a long time to build up this material for you all. So that's why I changed the name of the topic with uniqueness. And whatever the material and whatever the example we are going to be discussed today, you never that heard before through any source of media. So everything is fresh. But definitely it will work for you all because it is already connected to that source, the highest source of energy. But I am, listening the complaints and people are saying that so many things, people are copying each other and all these things. Then I thought I don't need to be do anything and even I did not did it before. So why not even the material and providing the example to you in a different way so that we can bring something afresh in the market. As I told you, the people are copying us before and so many changes are happening around me. Even check somewhere, I see the similar poster wordings everywhere. That's really good. I don't have any offending things here. It's really good when somebody try to copy you because something is happening good here. That's why I really appreciate even whoever they are doing and whatever they are doing. So it's an interesting topic, and I'm going to be represent again with psychologically and spiritually. We try to understand what actually this concept is and why we are wandering here and there, why we are not taking body and mind at the same place. So with today's reflection, so I think today's series is the fifth session today as we begin the series from last few weeks. And after this series, as every series have their uniqueness and presenting their own specialty. But this one is you are listening, you never heard these things before in a different way, in a fresh way. So it will give you the different scenario, how you react in future and how you think in future. And when you are thinking, why the old patterns are coming and how we can rid from those ones. So we are reached at that point. But as we always begin our session with the weather check. So before weather check, I want to be say Rabdan Mubarak sabko or happy new Chinese year to everybody. So see how wonder it is. People from different corners of the countries in this multicultural country of Australia are gathered here, and we are celebrating, these colorful festivals, these colorful, you know, not only festivals, the gatherings as well. So it gives us the warmness to bring together at one place. And I always believe and I always say that for me, everybody is equal. And that's why everybody is equal, and equality brings us together to where we need to be reached. But when somebody try to be huddle and do so many dozy things, I don't like those things. And in that time, I always try to take back step from that place, no matter the situation, no matter whatever the area is. Sometimes we call it boundaries in psychology. but what we call in in spirituality. We discuss about all these things, and we will wonder around why it is these things are necessary in our life to keep ourselves at that highest stage, no matter what is happening around us. When you are the captain of your own life and you like to move your ship according to yourself wherever you want, and how and why we are not moving right now, and what is the reason behind it, and how we can take that ship by becoming not just by title a captain, but originally playing that actual role of captain of that ship, the life journey. We will going to discuss all these things, but as I said, we always begin with the weather forecast. So, side by side, while discussing all these things, I'm not just try to hear to teach you something or giving some lectures. I'm working as a host as well, for working for my Harman Radio Australia channel as well. So, being a host of this radio channel, I have to be describe everything, to keep you touch with what's happening around as well, so that we can maintain that balance whatever the people are looking outside. That's the reality. Actually, the spirituality is not just following those things, but actually doing that thing in a practical way. Then it brings together our life in a balance. Otherwise, no. If I'm just talking about those things and does not tell you about the other things, it does not, then it's not, I'm not practically following all these things. So whatever anything else regarding, not regarding the topic, you know that is, that should be here. That means you are present there, but detached from those things. And this is what we are going to be do today, because when sometimes problems occur in front of us, and how we can handle, we left that place and all these things happening around us. But we will move further and discuss all these things. So when I talk about the weather forecast, the first of all, we can see that all all the states of Australia is colored in a red color, in a dark red orange. We can predict that the summer is at the peak right now. So no matter what, we will enjoy all the weathers, no matter what the situation in is coming in front of us. We enjoy all the weathers, and this is what we are going today. So when I talk about the Northern Territory, the Darwin is showing that the maximum temperature would be there 32 degrees Celsius and minimum is 26 degrees Celsius. And New South Wales is showing the same temperature 32 degrees Celsius. When we talk about Melbourne, Melbourne is a very famous for changing the weathers, as the human being change the nature in a certain way. And this is what we are doing. The body here and mind there, by captain, by title, and we don't know how to run our ship of the journey of life. And we indulge in those situations, and after that we are unable to came out of those things. This is what we are going to be discussed today. So no matter what, as the weather of especially the Victoria changes according to the situation, no matter if sometimes it's going to be rain, sometimes we found that it's a stormy hour, but no matter what, we are always stable. So maximum temperature would be there 29 degrees Celsius, and right now 24.9 degrees Celsius. When we move further toward the Queensland, the right now the maximum temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, minimum is 22 degrees Celsius. So moving towards South Australia, ACT and Tasmania, it's have a certain fluctuation, but maximum temperature prediction in those states is around 28 and 29 degrees Celsius. So this is the weather forecast for today, and I want to announce the news it in the end of the session. So in before finishing the session, I will give you the updates what the government is doing for us. As I announced the last time, I want to request to the Prime Minister, Please explain how they are taking care of the cost of living. And there is a interview came up, and he explained it very well. I really appreciate they all are listening to us, and the messages are going there. I really appreciate whatever they have provided a description over there. Thank you so much, my favorite and honorable. And I always said that, the most important person of Australia, the Honorable Prime Minister. Thank you so much for describing us in your interview, how you are handling that cost of living. So, as I promised you, the things are still going on there, and I don't want to explain again, but I want to show now. So let's move further, and today's topic is this one. So I changed it everything. People are bored about to seeing the monotonous things, driver, picture, car. No, let's do something different. Let's bring something different in terms of picture and in terms of ideas, in terms of practice, in a practical way and in the theoretical way. Let's do something different. So, what is happening now? We are not able to anchor together. We are considering I am the driver, I am a captain of my ship. Ship means the journey of your life. And we want to be take that journey of life. Everybody don't, nobody nobody wants struggles, these, whatever the problems in is coming in front of us. Everybody want peace. Everybody want happiness. Everybody want calmness. Everybody want a successful life. But why certain people achieved that success and why certain people does not reach over there? There is a huge difference. There is a huge difference in terms of thinking, in terms of how we handling our emotions, in terms of psychology, in terms of spirituality, actually what it means. While I was thinking what I will discuss during this week, I already choose that topic two, 2 or 3 weeks, 2 or 3 days before. But last night I posted the different title. Then my mind is saying that everybody is doing the same thing. Everybody, so much material, wherever you want to be anchor, you can get it. But why not we can do something different? And in terms of the material as well, in terms of practical things, in terms of whatever we are going to be do in a practical way. So suddenly in the midnight this idea came. And once that idea came, i was I don't want to sleep that time. I want to build something different, and that leads me to bring to this idea, created this picture. How can I present this thing? I don't want to sleep that time. My eyes was closing automatically, but but I want to automatically, my mind is saying that, my emotions are saying, nah, I need to be work on this thing. I need to be do something different tomorrow, so that we can gather, reach to the one place. With the old things, people are mixing the other things from one place to another place and creating the drama. Let's create a drama from a scratch, where there is no negativity or another different source came up, so that we can create a such atmosphere where you can continuously feel that happiness, bliss, calmness, and whatever you want to achieve in your life, by not becoming a captain by a title, but by a nature. You become that originally, and after becoming that, you can run your own journey of life in your own way. Let's anchor together all these things, and let's begin this journey and understand the concept in a psychological way and spiritual way. And I want to be most welcome to you all. Please pop up your messages in the text form, I will take those messages in a live session. So whoever is connecting right now through Facebook channel of Harman Radio Australia and through YouTube channel, please don't be feel reluctant or don't, nobody is going to be judged here. It's your own personality, it's your own ideas, everybody have their own thinking. Please pop up your messages so that we can make this program very interesting and enjoyable. No matter, it's going to be very interesting today, and in a fun level I want to be explain all these things. you know it's very hard for me to make this picture, but I created it. You can see on the face, you can see that the little rays and the behind as well, and that person's face is not visible properly. That is, there is a secret behind all these things while creating this picture. It takes not me once I finish everything. It takes me just few seconds to create such pictures what I created in my mind that time. It was very easy for me. So this is the result, when you have that anything the clarity in your mind, you can create anything easily. And for getting that clarity, we need to be understand the certain concepts. So that's why I'm here, your host, your friend, your guide, your teacher, whatever you call me, your family member, Parneet Kaur from Gippsland. So welcome to all of you on our family Harman Radio Australia channel. So let's begin today's session now. So, Captain by title, Ship by nature, mind, body, body here, mind there. Let's explore the separation of self through spirituality and psychology perspectives. So what we are going to be discussed today? We are going to be discuss and understanding the concept of mind here and body there. Sometimes we are doing certain tasks. Physically we are present there, but mentally we are sometimes in the past and in the future. How we can bring ourselves actually in the present state? No matter if something is already created, that is called in the present state right now. But future is in our hand. What we are creating now, that is becoming future tomorrow. So that's why we always call it in spirituality karma law. So whatever we done in the past, and we are getting the result right now. So you are here because you created such things in the past, and that brings you today here, and that is called your karma. So why not be okay? Whatever happened till now, that's okay. Relax, chill, and let's begin. Start creating such a destiny at the present moment right now, without complaining, without blaming, without without anything from the outside. Let's take that responsibility for ourselves and become our captain of our own journey, so that once we see our future tomorrow, by creating today, we will look back and see and say, wow, wow, I done it. Once you say wow and continuously saying wow, 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 then it becomes Wah Hey Guru, Wah Hey Guru, then Om, then Allah, whatever you want to call it. It becomes that. But that source is only one. This is what spiritually saying. In psychologically way, it's different. So this is why it is different right now. Why mind is there and body is here? Why it is happening? In certain way, why it is happening? We will understand this concept. In a and spiritual approach, the separation of self we can understand. Then we will look into the psychology perspective on mind and body disconnection, and then contrast and integrate the spirituality and the psychological approach, how we can bring mind and body at one place. So that's why The captain not will become a captain by title, then you actually become a captain of your ship of your journey. So these are the agendas we are going to be covered today. So that's why I said it's going to be very interesting, because I bring it in a fresh way, different topics, different headings, different examples, different diagrams. And I will tell you the practical examples, the simple and easy practical examples, how we can bring the mind and body at the same place. In any how way our sense organs, our body organs reacted. Sometimes we can say that don't want to be send that message to that person, but it certainly happened. I don't want to be use the abusive word to the other person, but it certainly happened. Why? Because why those things happened? Because we are just captain by title right now, but actually we are not able to run our ship by self right now. And sometimes that's why we are, you know mostly when you are doing prayer, no matter whatever the religion you are belong to, you start your prayer, your mind is you are reading that one, but physically there, mentally somewhere. So that is what it is. It happens. And it happens a lot when you doing that prayer. And certain times, not only the good type of thoughts, very dirty thoughts also came. That's the reality. I don't need to be feel shame here to say this type of things, because that's the reality. We are having that this body, and with the body there are so many emotions are connected. And so those emotions which is connected here and that converted into that thoughts, certain types of thoughts come up. That's the reality. But when we are doing certain thing, how we can approach or make ourselves to be at that situation, so that once you start something doing, you can just focus on that task. What will be the result then? You will start giving 100% from your body and your mental level, from your soul level. So soul in terms of spirituality, psychology is the body structure, your reactions, the dopamines, you whatever the chemical reactions you created inside. When you those things become in a balanced way, then the result will be also 100, more than 100%. So this is we are going to be exploring a, in a different way. So first of all, it's very important. Okay, I can say that you are a captain by title, but ship by nature, and certain things are happening, and the same pattern. Sometimes we are revolving around the same problem in a different scenario, in a different form, again and again. This is the reality. Once you did not learn the lesson from any situation, from any human, that is the reality we are going to be repeat again and again in a different form of and situations. So spirituality tells us why. Spirituality task is why body is here and mind there. Spiritually help us to tell the reason why I am feeling this way, why I'm feeling any emotions, my pain, what is the source behind it. Spirituality is giving the answers of all our whys. Why I'm feeling this thing, okay, let's be find out the reason behind it, and then once we find the reason behind it, then we find the solution. So actually spirituality is deep way help us to give us a solution, so that we can remove that situation and problem in a permanent way. And a psychology is giving us a answer how. Means in a the chemical changes reactions and happens inside us. It tells us more about how this mechanism happened at my body's. reacted in a certain way. Best example, when a human being is in anger, if you slap somebody, that means the body movement is happening over there, psychology, the action came up. But why, in terms of speciality, when you did not stop yourself and did not ask yourself why I'm doing this thing, you know until then you are not a actually captain of your life. You are not actually a captain of your own thoughts. Until then you are just a captain of your by a title. If it is reacted, that means you did not understand. After that, your anger, you calm down and you realize it's something bad happened. Now situation went into a worst way. That's why those certain things are happening around. Another best example I want to give you here, how you can understand the concept. We listen the song in terms of in spirituality. You try to connect like to the lyrics of that song, and you created your emotions not just by listening that song. No, you connected to a certain song. There are so many bhakti songs present in social media, whatever you, even this, how these songs impacting us and how our thinking level is changing. you know a song, you picked up a one song, and after that what happened, when you once you picked up that song, in spiritual way you try to connect. Yes, this is my baba, this is my god. If it is not a spiritual song, this there is a, you can see the photo portrayed, a male body and female body is interacting to each other, they are dancing and all these things. What happening in a spirituality way? Spiritual is saying that why, and you feel that emotion in the same way when you see the picture. Okay, they are hanging with each other and all these things, and you created the emotions. And after that, if you want to be and you, if you feel pain and if you feel happy, and if you felt pain from that song, then you try to find out the reason why I felt pain, and after that you are wondering about the calmness. And that time when you connected to the source and try to find out the reason of why, then you feel the calmness. In terms of psychology, you just, in terms of psychology, you just heard the song, that one, you heard the text, and you see the pictures, and you, without finding the reason why you are feeling that way, why I'm feeling the pain and why I'm feeling emotional. If something, drastically way a different things predicted, somebody is fighting with each other with this emotions and pistol and all these things, without thinking why, you know why you start following that emotion, you will bring a gun at home and start acting in that way, and something certainly happened in your life. And that why, when happened something in your life, you did not realize it, what you done. So how and why? So specialty is giving you deep meanings, why these emotions and feelings, where it is coming from, how can I control it, and how can I become a captain of my own these things. And psychology is saying how these chemical reactions, without giving you the answer of why. So which one is important now? Obviously obviously spirituality. Because if once you did not know why I am feeling painful, why I'm feeling hurt, why I'm feeling loved, you can't work on yourself. That means that time you are just a captain by title. You are not able to run your life ship journey in a proper way. So that's the aim of my today's topic, to understand the concept both are necessary. I'm not giving the one weightage. No. So today I'm giving you the solutions in a simple way, combining both these things so that you can practice it. If you practice it, if understand the concept, if you practice it, then you are able to handle your own emotions, your own life, present life. You can bring back from your past, from future to present, and you can achieve anything in your life, no matter what it is. So understand this concept. So most welcome. If you want to pop up your messages, please welcome. I'm not going to judge you. You have your own personality. Till now, whatever the memories, from wherever the memories you bring, no matter what it is, I'm not going to judge here. And when you post in the social media, nobody is going to be judged there. That is my guarantee. So most welcome. Anybody can pop up the message at any time, whatever you are feeling while listening. So let's moving further. So this is a very good example. People are trying to manifest so many things, and after that, while somebody try to achieve something, people try the manifestation practices. But what happened? So much material is available on internet. Why why certain things are not working? Why people are not able to actually, even the material is available, why not all are successful? Because not everybody are able to understand the concept of why. Once you understand the concept of why, from where this emotions comes and why this comes from, then you can start working. Until you can't work on what thing you want to be work actually. You can't work on anything. You don't does not have anything. You are thinking that, thinking that like this. You heard a song and you saw the pictures of the song, and you have to be react in the same way as the people are doing. And that's why there are the rat race. One person is doing this way, I will also do in that way, then I will be successful. When certain group came into in that direction, then we start moving in that direction. But I want to say here, you have a unique personality. You can do it in your own way. Why you are not doing in your own way? We have such a beautiful, powerful uh, energy, that power, but not everybody is utilizing that one. That's why in Punjabi there is a kahavat there is a phrase there is a proverb. You can say that अकल अकल बादाम खा के आंधी है. Why not we reach that stage before? Why not we are able to reach to that stage before without having that badam? We are capable. We can achieve anything. But we are limiting ourselves. But we need to be understand this concept in a better way, and what and need to be understand our why, so that we can start working on this thing and reach to the problem and getting the solution. So without thinking about the problem again and again, how we can quickly reach to the solution of any problem. So this is going to be help you today as well. So let's move further. So what is the importance of unity between mind, and the presence of ourselves being a soul? What is the importance of that one? What is what will it brings to us? you know it will brings our emotional regulation benefit. In terms of psychology, unity between mind and presence of a soul consciousness, That cognitive functions such as working memory and decision making ability, that will in a psychological way and in the spiritual way, it will help us to get our decisions better. Sometimes we take the decisions according to the emotional state, and when we look back and then we start blaming to the other person, I wasted so much time on you. I was in a relationship with you for a long time, and this is the result. I worked for a dead person, and this is the opposite result for me in front of me. And then we start blaming others. And when somebody does not left, we start blaming God as well. God is doing this to me. This is happening. So, what will be the benefit when we get a unity between body and mind? So, when we bring body through spirituality at the right place and able to understand mind man is the concept of that soul consciousness in terms of spirituality, then we are able to take a better decisions. We are not taking our decision in terms of emotional factors. People are saying that business we can't take emotional factors, but if you can't put your heart in the business, then you are not able to successful. If you are thinking in the terms of even the practicality of just earning a money, you are not able to successful. So try to understand, you have to be connect everybody through the emotional method, but emotionally you can't take the wrong decisions. Once you are able to control your emotions, you can always take the right decision from by heart. Then you are able to build a trust, no matter it's your with your employees, no matter with your other stockholders, no matter with your customers as well. So it's not always work when you think in the terms of money only. So, but not only even with the emotional way as well. So if you need to be do balance. So for that one, your body, mind, and in terms of psychology and in terms of spirituality, you need to be a captain of your own ship, and you have to be become a controller wherever you want to move, wherever to you want to be move it. So try to understand this concept, and after that, your interpersonal connections, it will be improved, and means your relationship through your own that practical presence will be really harmful, and it becomes a help us to become a resilience, and you can get a psychologically help as well from your own self. You don't need to be go outside to take help. You will start removing a middle person in between you when you are taking the very important decisions of your own life in a stable form, in a stable form. So, first of all, understand the spiritual approach to the separation of self. So, why it is happening? We need to be understand this concept. Then we can find the solution. Na? If we know the problem, then we are able to find the solution. Then we are able to know the answer of our why. Let's move forward. So spirituality, spirituality causes of mind and body, spiritual causes of mind and body, you know, separation. First is attachment and ego, distraction from the present. And after that, then we can do the how we can reunion those things. Attachments and ego. Attachments and ego are identification of the self unity. When you think that once you think that that person only can fulfill my needs, if that person left me, I can't do it by myself. You are dependent on somebody else. That is attachment. Actually we are able to do by ourselves. We have a such power inside. You need to be feel fulfillment. The reason is attachment. Why the attachment is came here, why that attachment came here? Because when we feel incomplete inside, and then we start depending upon something else, not no matter it's the things, no matter it's the it's might be about the other person as well. So unsatisfied with from your own self, unsatisfied from your own desires and needs, whatever you are not able to fulfill, then you attach to the other person. And ego means, in terms of spirituality, ego, what is ego? uh, whom they call it ego. Ego means when you are not considering yourself a soul. We always say that मन तू ज्योत स्वरूप है, मन तू ये है, मन तू यो वो है. But we are actually not believing it, and reacting, still reacting in a body way. Reacting in a body way, as I told you, you are seeing something is happening around you, but you are not able to understand the reason of why. And but just by seeing that thing, I will do this and that thing, without thinking, without giving a pause and understanding why I'm feeling pain, why I'm reacting in this and that way, you are just jumping into doing it. So when we are doing that one, that is called a body conscious in spirituality. So once you understand these small concepts, then we can go further in a deeper way of the spirituality. But once you have to be understand these concepts, what actually spirituality try to say us, how we can implement those things in a practical way. So that's why we need to be detached. Detachment, then other way people took it in a different way. Detachment means I need to be go further this and way. Yes, you need to be put your healthy boundaries if I wherever you want, to for the growth of yourself. If you feel that people or that society, that group or this and that is leading you to the downwards, but you are already up above there now and you want to be grow further, you don't want to be go back to, that's okay. You can maintain. In a psychology it is called a healthy boundaries. In spirituality it is called detachment. So this is the difference. So in English word, in psychology, they call it boundaries. In spirituality we call it a detachment. So you have to be there. You can do all these things, but just look all these things and continuously do it. So understand this concept before, so that I can move further and we can find out why it is happening right now. So another is distract from the present. In spirituality, why I am present there but react physically there but mentally somewhere else. Why it is happening? Because there are so many distractions. Distractions in the terms of social media, distraction of the and might be the thought of the other group people that you can also catch. Because we are a source of energy. In spirituality we call it, we are a soul conscious. Soul conscious means a subconscious mind. That means energy. That energy means we are in a vibrating in a certain frequency, like this radio is steaming right now at a certain frequency. Suppose this is a live streaming now, it's going through the wires, fibers and all these things, and my voice is reaching to you. So that means it's going through a certain source. So when we disconnected from our the present moment, whatever I'm saying, so whatever I'm doing, and I'm thinking about the past and thinking about the future, that means I am not present where ever want to be. That means in spirituality terms, my distraction is going on. I'm not able to focus. That's why people take saying that focus on this point and see this thing and that thing, and so that you can maintain your presence while looking at that thing. So we will do certain practices. I will tell you certain ideas as well, how we can bring that to at one focus and concentration level as well. But first of all, we need to be understand why these happening in terms of spirituality and psychology. So moving further, psychology. In psychologically term, we describe our emotion in a cognitive emotional reason for disconnecting and a behavior pattern as well. As I told you, when we see in a song somebody is holding a gun, we start holding a gun. Somebody is moving, two bodies, male and female bodies are moving and by holding and hand, and certainly without thinking why we start doing how, you know, we start release a chemical reactions and just behaving in that way. That person is holding hand, I will also hold this hand. Then start dreaming, I want that type of partner, and when partner came in the life, everything is opposite, and that time the relationship broken. This is the reality actually. This is the disconnection. In terms of psychology, when you see somebody successful having cars and all these things, when once you jump into that thing, actually you don't know actually what it is he done behind that. He might be he failed again and again, he tried again and again, but you see these beautiful cars, money and all these things, you tried it, and first step you failed it, and after that you start blaming that system, and you can even start complaining about that person. You are just fake, you are just a fake person. But in the same way, the simple example of this Diljit Dosanjh, Diljit Dosanjh, the popular singer from Punjab, he is the best example. He always explain this thing. He always explain this thing. I done this. I practice this from I'm doing this from 22 years. And as I explained in the last session, he continuously making changes in his own practice, whatever he is doing. And that's why we our whenever wherever you are going on his concerts, you never feel bored. He bring the changes according to the time, and he bring the changes inside, practically inside and outside, in a both way, in a balanced way. And that's why he is still successful. His shows never flopped, because he understands the concept of the psychology and spirituality, how to bring the mind and body together, how you, in the terms of spirituality, how you become a captain, not just by title, by nature, journey of your life. You become a captain of actual, in a reality of that ship. you know it's a vast, but you need to be understand the small concept, because these small pieces of concept, once you understand, then you can start understanding in a different way, and you start thinking in that way, you start reacting in that way. Then it start to be bring changes in your life, not just by listening, by practically doing it. This is what we are till now. We are praying. Certain things are fulfilled by certain time. That's okay. And after that, if something is not fulfilled, then what happened? What happened? We are blaming. There are so many cases in India right now. The youngsters are killed by somebody. I don't know who they are, but what's the psychology behind there? From try to understand why they are doing this thing, because they are not able to control their desire, and not able to see the success of the other, and they are not able to control their emotions and actions, and certain things happen. And another time, whose kid gone, and they are continuously crying, because they are emotionally connected. We need to be detached. Everybody came here, and we have to be go back as well. So why we are in so much attachment, let that soul to a next journey with the best wishes. It's hard to say, but it's actually possible. Otherwise, we will does not let other soul go into a next journey, as I explained before. And to myself, I will be stuck in that memory as well. And my growth is not possible if I stuck in that previous past memory. So try to understand the concept in the spiritual and psychological way. So in another psychological way, that emotions, when we create that reaction by watching it, while listening it, and do start doing without thinking why I'm doing this, and what will be the benefit will be bring to me, what will be my tomorrow's journey, and unconsciously we created our own karma in terms of spirituality, and after that we see the result, and when we see the result not according to us, we feel disheartened, we stop doing that act, and totally disbalanced, and after that we start blaming others. But why we are not becoming the captain of my own ship of my life? So this is the terms of behavior and cognitive emotions, that that chemical reactions inside push me up. We does not have the control over on our hands as well, and after that we realized it, certain things happened, certain things already happened, I can't get it back. So this is try to understand the how and why in terms of psychology and spirituality. Let's move further. What we can do and what is the effect. First of all, try to understand the effect. We understand the effects in terms of spirituality before, and in terms of psychology, what happening now when those chemical reactions is released in terms of those tiny cells in our body, and we start reacting in that way, it affects, it imbalance in certain things in our body, and then we can start using the words, I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling stressed, I'm feeling depressed. Okay, you are feeling, but are you able to understand why? This is not psychology telling us. Only spirituality tell us the reason deeply why. Why? Why from where that emotions are coming, why that is coming, and how can I control all these are when we combine together, then we are able to become a captain, not just by title, but actual reality. You become a captain of your own journey, and you can get a success in anything. There is nothing in this world you can't achieve by your own. You are complete in itself. When you feel that contentment, that satisfaction inside you, then are you going to look outside? No. I'm making you capable to reach that state where you are able to not only take the right decisions, but you are able to create a certain things, like Edison did it, I did it today. I bring it a totally a different picture, totally a different concept. You never find this type of material before in social media. I created it. So if I can do it, why you not? Is there I have a different type of soul inside me, or I have a different type of man? Yes, I created that one, and you can also do it. If I am here today, so why you are not here today? Once you know your capability, you can do anything. But laziness, that emotion of a laziness, can you ask your question by to yourself why you are lazy? You are thinking but not coming in taking into that action. Why? Can you say this thing to yourself? Can you do this? Can you understand the concept of why? Once you understand, then you start creating that thing. Otherwise, You will be stuck there. You will stuck there mentally, emotionally, at the same stage, at the same memory, same emotion, and the same pattern of your life. Before, you having the same scenario in your life, and you are repeating that even after 12 years, even 40 years, and after that you will finish. Everybody came and everybody have to be gone. Everybody came and everybody have to be gone from this beautiful life. So are you utilizing your own life in a better way? You can ask question to yourself. Are you able to make a right decision for yourself? Are you, if you are saying I am capable, yes, you are capable. You can do anything. I can give you any return. You can do anything, whatever you want in your life, no matter what. But understand that concept. Practice this not only once, on a daily basis. So, another concept, now we move forward. Okay, so there is a one message before moving forward. I'm taking that message. ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਭੁਪਿੰਦਰ ਜੀ, ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਉੜਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਵੋਗੇ। I'm really appreciate your initiatives you are doing every week. So valuable presentation for balanced way of life. Thank you so much. It's possible just because of you all, and due to the Harman Radio Australia channel, and who are related to the Harman Radio Australia channel. And the audience, my family, you all are valuable as well. So it's you only. So let's move further. So effects of, this is what we are doing. Effects on mental health and everyday function. So we feel imbalanced, we feel tired, anxiety, stress, all these things because we are not unable to understand the reason of why. So we are unable to understand the reason of why. So now contrasting and integrating spiritual and philosophical approaches. So let's begin to that thing further. I make it light so that you can listen me, you know, so you can listen me properly. That's why I make it the fonts very light. So we now discuss the solutions in terms of spirituality and psychologically. In terms of spirituality, as we are feeling right now, we need to be balanced ourselves, and we are feeding the food to only body, and we are thinking that if I will do exercise and this and that day, then only I can healthy make my body healthy. No, you can make your body healthy from here. So to whom we need to be feed actually? We are feeding to our body and making our body healthy and all these things. I'm not saying no, you can't stop doing all these things. No, you can do whatever you want to do, but making emotionally where the feelings and thoughts are created, you need to be make that place healthy. And what is that place, and what and how we can make healthy in the terms of spirituality is actually, as I told you, the spirituality is saying that we are not a body. So that captain is a soul. And in a soul, there are three organs. So man means mind. So that is brain. The brain that is just pumping the blood from heart to the other parts of body. That is difference between mind and brain. And mind is the place where the thoughts are created, and the second organs after that is intellect, where we start taking the decisions. Intellect help us to start taking a decision, no matter it is good or bad. So from where that good or bad decisions are coming in the form of thought, and in afterthought that convert into words and actions, how where that information is coming. The information is might be the your past history of many births. Second is social media. Third, the YouTube, whatever is in the social media, whom you are listening. And another is where you born. You see your father, mother, brother, sister, falana, falana, tyana, tyana, that's that, ro, ra, ri, ra. Whatever you consider, any human being who is connected to you in a physical way. And another unknown source is you are a subconscious, that mind, that energy, that frequency. And if we are vibrating at a certain frequency, definitely we have antennas and we are catching it. That is an unknown source, nobody is explaining you that thing. Okay, so this is the actually impacting our intellect, where we are making the decision in, as I had given you the example before. And after that it's come into a thought, and thought comes into a words, and words are actions. And this is how it is happening now with us. This is so, what is the best method to calm down that situation, to balance our mind, body, and thought, everything at a one place, so that we can act in a right way, focused and concentrated. Whatever I want to be, get the result. How can I get it? There are several methods. The simple method, you never heard this before and on any social media. Simple method I'm giving you. Start this thing in the morning. Tea. You are, suppose that you are making a tea, you know, or making a coffee, or cooking something. I'm first of all I'm giving this example, and after that I want to give you example at workplace. You know, you are make suppose you are making a tea. Just watch, analyze it, how you making a tea. You are getting a water from a tap. This is a one ritual. This is a one ritual. You are pouring a water from a tap in a pan, and after that you are taking to towards the gas. You are watching it. You know, you are just watching it, and after that you are pouring sugar, whatever, tea, tea bags or whatever you want to be adding on it. You are just watching it, and after that it start bubbling, and you are adding milk, and your tea is ready. And during that scenario, what you are doing? You are acting and just watching it. Try to understand my concept. You are acting with your body parts, your organs, but you are watching it. Another best example I'm giving you. You know, last evening I went to beach. I sit there for an hour. I was watching there. You know, the waves are coming and going. I'm just, what I was doing there, I was just watching. The rays, waves of water are coming towards me, and it's going back. But what I was doing there, I was just watching. And after that, a ship came over there suddenly. You know, I was watching that. After that, that ship is moving that way, but waves are still coming and going, and I was still there, coming and going. So now understand this concept in a specialty way, what I'm trying to teach you here, explain you here. You are sitting here, you are present, body is here, mind is here, and thought is coming. You are listening me, and you are thinking something also. Thought is still coming, and what you need to do in the spiritual way, you need to be, that's why they say that in spirituality, anybody is saying it, just sit there and watch what the thoughts are coming, and let that coming in the form of waves, let that coming in the form of ship. You are there. You don't need to be react, you don't need to be act, just watch. In the same way, you are pouring the water, you are making that tea, you prepared it. What you did, you just watch. In the same way, so many thoughts continuously coming up. Specialty never stop the thoughts. It slow down the process. Once it slow down, it start disappearing, but it's not going to be finished. It does not matter on which thought you want to be react, because at that time you not only become a captain by title, you are able to act. Okay, this thought is important for me, I will pick that thought among so many and I will act now. This is important thought for me. Whatever the other thoughts are coming, that is rubbish. So that's why it is saying that in spirituality, sit, just watch as the waves are coming, as you pouring the water in that pan, adding the coffee, whatever the tea bag, sugar, you adding it. Then you come that in a practical way. And in the terms of psychology, if I say that they heard you, psychologist, what did they do it? They heard you. And after that, what happened? You got another session. But you did not able to understand why it is coming. And in spirituality, when you see your thoughts and after practicing that thing, you will try to find out the source behind as well, from where it comes from my past memory. Do I react on it, yes or no? Did I something sending it to me? Do I sending that, getting that negative vibration and reacting in that way? You will understand yes or no, and then you will become a not only a captain by that ship of your mind, of your thoughts, but actually you become a captain and you can hold that anchor of that ship wherever you want to be laid. So I want to be give you just this practice. Do this, and we will discuss further in our next session. So because people are also saying that it's getting longer, and we are not able to practice properly. So I'm giving you the time. Just just do this practice at your place whenever you getting time. And at workplace, how you can handle such things. You are watching, somebody is coming in front of you and saying that words, and it lies that is not actually the person is bad. Actually, from whatever the information that person might be is disturbing that person, just you don't need to be react, just respond in a calm way. And more examples I will discuss about work and other things when we discuss the more things, then in the next sixth series, the sixth day series on Wednesday in Hindi language. So till then, just sit like you are watching the waves and you are making that one. You can, I just give an example of a tea or coffee. You can see even chapati, anything, whatever you are doing, that is called in specialty karm yogi. Means while acting, you are watching all these things and you are in a meditation, you are in a connection with your first, with yourself as well, and try to understand self. That's why it is called that spirituality is the journey of inner self, and this is called self reflection. With when this topic is called, actually you are doing the self reflection by looking inside of your thoughts, and after that the next step will be transformation. with different methods. So let's, as we make a promise, I will discuss about the important news as well in the end of the session. So let's bring that news at now on the board. So Prime Minister of Australia is explaining, so study nursing, teaching, midwife or social work. If you're doing any study, you will get paid to do practical things. In the starting of training or something, you will get the wages, I think. So this is the news, the latest news. If you are related to these professions, then you will definitely getting the wages. So another important news: the Premier of Victoria is saying, Jacinta, the new hospital in Victoria in Footscray is open now, so you can take the advantage of that those facilities, and wherever, whenever you feel, you can take these advantage of these facilities as the government is providing us. So these are the important news. Again, once again, Ramadan Mubarak, congratulations, and happy Chinese New Year as well. And I will see you on Wednesday. Till then, please, that's why I'm just giving up my 1 hour so that you can practice, so that we can go together at one stage to the further next stage. Then I will start slowly bringing to the proper again timing. But my purpose is not just finishing the 2 hour. My purpose is you should learn something, so you can implement something, then we can go together in the same journey, in the same ship of that journey of life, in a that will become a unity, that will bring a unity, and then we can anchor wherever we can want. This task. I hope so you like it. Please practice it. Once you practice it, then it makes you perfect. Otherwise, you will be the same at the same position. I hope you like it, and I will see you next week on Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Until then, take care of yourself. Please, 9 o'clock, remember it, 9 o'clock. Wednesday, 9 o'clock. So I will see you Wednesday, 9 o'clock. Till then, take care of yourself, take care of your family members. But remember the inner self as well in the spirituality and the psychology terms. And I love to see you all together on Wednesday. Love you all. Thank you so much for giving your precious time here. Thank you.